Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Titans issue 1. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 155, and that show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show, and check out the exclusive comics in the description below for that show, and the actual episode is annotated. So let's start talking about Titans issue 1. I really enjoyed Titans Rebirth. It was definitely one of my favorite Rebirth titles, and I loved the direction this book is going. Art style is by, I'm pretty sure it's Brett Booth who is doing the art. It definitely looks like his art. Yeah, it's Brett Booth who's doing the art, and for me, I'm always a little polarized on his artwork. I think sometimes it works for certain series, and sometimes it doesn't. I think for Titans, it does work. I think it's a good art style for Titans. And it's a cool cover. Now, I will say it's a little misleading. There's some characters that are not in the issue, mostly Bumblebee, who's not in the issue. So if you're expecting her, we're not getting her story yet. Now, going back into the art style, like I said, I think Brett Booth's a little polarizing, but I do like his art style here. I think it works, especially for a Flash-type book. I think it worked here for Wally. So I liked it. I like the art here. But let's start talking about the actual story. So, with this issue, we get to see a lot of Wally. So, if you love DC Rebirth Special and you want more, definitely pick up the series. And Wally, he wants to obviously figure out who this villain is, who took all his memories and everyone's memories away, and it's Omen who's trying to figure out, go into his head, and all he keeps thinking about is Linda. You get a little piece of Linda wanting to figure out more about Wally too, and thinking about the events that happen in DC Rebirth Special, where he does go to Linda and say, "I know you," and Linda's like, "Who are you?" So that's a big part in the issue. And by the end, you see maybe the villain that's connected to all this is Abracadabra. That was the ending. So what did I think of the whole issue? I thought it was a very solid read. I enjoyed it. I especially liked the Wally and Linda stuff in this issue. I really like the chemistry between the team, especially Donna, I think is really in character. I like how she's kind of very playful with everybody. So I think everyone's taking their respective roles really well that we know from Titans, and that's obviously an important part of the book. So I thought that was very enjoyable. The cliffhanger really didn't do it for me, though. I didn't really care about that. But overall, like I said, it was a solid book. I hope we could get some more moments between the other characters because, I mean, as much as I love Wally, and this is Wally's story here, you do have the other characters you want to see a little bit more from, too. So I gave Titans issue 1 4 stars. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.